We all were in the job, but we knew we all had to go into combat. So therefore, it was like a family, and we were young and faced danger lightly because, I mean, you'd never get in the aircraft again if you suddenly thought, oh, it might be me. No, it was just a job. We got on with it.
The guys on the ground see some pretty horrible things, and I think the troops, certainly when they're going into contact, knowing that the Chinook will come and get them, it's a massive morale boost for them. About 6 months ago, we ended up in the Caribbean after Hurricanes Irma and Maria. So we sent 2 aircraft at short notice to deploy, and then we delivered aid to some pretty devastating communities. It's nothing that I've ever experienced before. The level of devastation was incomprehensible, really.
I was amazed to think that I went through 3 tours of ops. I was in many dogfights and shot quite a few down. I never get a bullet hole in me. I put that to either skill and to outmaneuver the Messerschmitt. The Spitfire was the most manoeuvrable aircraft I've ever flown in my life. You could turn tighter than he did. There he is there. You've got to fire there. So they fly into, you see. Even though he was turning, we could turn inside him, almost by deflection. The other way around, we were turning like that, and he couldn't. He'd fire behind you. Mind you, that didn't mean to say they didn't shoot you down. They caught you sitting, watching the target and not taking notice of what's going behind them. My good friend got shot down that way.
We were the first aircraft of aid into Dominica, one of the smaller islands. We had to find our own landing site, and it was a cricket stadium that had been completely destroyed. As you can imagine, once they see a Chinook land, everyone comes up to the back of it. They're all wanting to get a lift home. Please take me, please do this, please. And unfortunately, we can't help everyone there and then. And so the hardest bit is trying to tell them, look, don't worry, it's getting dealt with. We're delivering the aid to the people, and we will be back.
I knew a lot of them after the war. I met quite a lot of the Luftwaffe pilots, and we sort of talked about it, and they talked about their role, and I talked about the role in the Spitfire, and they had always admired the Spitfire.
I think one of the big things that makes 27 Squadron such a close unit is the fact that we're a crew aircraft. We're a 4-man crew. Everywhere we go, we're a team, and that's really drawn in with the engineers as well. It's a very close unit, and I think that stands Chinook squadrons apart.
I always found danger exciting. You went into combat and you were lucky if you came back, or your skill got you back, and so on. The Spitfire wouldn't let you down if you knew how to fly it.
So I fly the Eurofighter Typhoon. It's the latest generation of fighter-bomber interceptor aircraft. It's a multi-role aircraft used by the Royal Air Force to protect the UK on quick reaction alert, and it's also used for peacekeeping missions out in the Middle East and protection of the Falkland Islands. I've got a lot of war stories, but they're ones that I'm going to keep to myself and maybe tell my grandkids when I'm older. There'll always be stories in the Air Force. We're always there protecting people, and where we put ourselves in harm's way, we're always going to have a story to tell afterwards.